Good to be with you as Grizzly Connect has returned. It has been a long month since we've been able to chat with our favorite Adams State athletes, Bryant Johnson, with Maggie Morris from the ASC swim program, freshman coming off of a victory last weekend in the 50 freestyle. We're always trying to get a lot of recognition for our programs and teams that have a tough time garnering recognition. It's a new program. Success has been limited so far. That's changing. You were named ASC Athlete of the Week. Whenever something like this happens and attention is deservedly handed to your program, how can that improve the reputation of a program?
I think it just helps advertise that we have a swim team now, that we are a strong team, and we're here. So, yeah.
It's such a different sport in a way to connect with athletes. You were telling me that in April you received the mass email from Coach France trying to just find out what athletes, what swimmers wanted to attend the program. What's different about the recruiting process in swimming compared to other sports?
I think the recruiting process, it's more individual. It's based off of your times and your performance and abilities individually, because it is a team sport, but it also relies a lot on your individual abilities.
Sure, and with you winning the 50, it really assisted ASC's effort to almost pull off the upset against Mesa, just 3 points behind Mesa. When there's a tense moment at home, the only home event at Plackey Hall, and you almost pull off an upset against a top 25 team, what's the atmosphere like in that setting?
I think it's exciting. It was crazy to see how close we were to beating them, and I think it was a great accomplishment to beat Mines and just be up there with everybody. So
it's Maggie Morris with the ASC women's swimming program, freshman from Colorado Springs. When the final laps were being raced, and especially in the relay, which you also won, and you're realizing not only can we compete with these teams, but we can beat them. Coach France was saying that there was a bit of a drop-off in December after your program took so many leaps in November. But last weekend, when you almost came up with that victory, how does that instill confidence in a program?
I think it's definitely it's amazing because we have such a small team, but we're so strong, and the fact that we've just have such a small team that we were able to compete with the other teams was definitely brings up the confidence level. So.
You have to grow up so fast when you're on a young team, though. Typically, when there's juniors and seniors and they've been a part of the program for 4 years, they can say, well, hey, this is how it works. This is the team culture. This is how we do it. When you're a freshman and you are looked upon as someone who also has to lead by example, how much faster do you have to learn both the skill set in the pool and the leadership qualities when you are looked at by your coach as someone who should be a leader?
It's definitely overwhelming because – it's not like you're starting from scratch because you still had your leadership qualities from high school. But when you're at a college level and everybody's all like freshmen or sophomores, it's a bit overwhelming to be like, oh, I have to step up and try to be a leader for this group, or by actions and words and stuff. So, yeah.
It's Maggie Morris with the ASC swimming program, a team that really seems incredibly close-knit. When I'm calling a basketball game, I can always spot the swim team because you guys do such a great job dressing up and always having a level of passion that is unrivaled in the stands. Why were you and your teammates able to bond so quickly?
Well, I think generally swim teams, you just automatically have that family setting. You're already a family, whether you don't get along with somebody, but you always have that group that you can rely on. So, and all our kids on our team are great people, so it's really easy to become pretty good friends with them. So.
You just had the only home event of the year. You practice in that pool year-round. You're waiting for that one event. It arrives and then it's gone. Day of, how do you try and enjoy every second, every minute, every moment for your only home meet of the year?
Well, I think that it's just to experience every part of the meet, because as the only meet at home, it's definitely very exciting. You get really nervous and stuff, but the main part is just to give it your all and know that you put everything in the pool. So.
Speaking of the pool, most of us who aren't actually competitive and able to swim fast, when we are able to go on road trips with other teams, you get the pool, you're all excited, get the board shorts out, just relaxing. It's just fun to relax. When was the last time you were actually able to be in a pool and not be competitive? Are you even able to do that?
We've had several practices where it's recovery, but we had this one where we We played water polo, and we took pictures, and I think it was like our picture day that we did it. So,
What do you enjoy more, water polo or Marco Polo?
I don't know. I like to see, so I think water polo.
Maggie Morris with the ASC Women's Swimming Program joining us. Still plenty of time before the RMAC Championships. How much of a part of conversation are the championships amongst Coach France and your team right now?
It comes up quite often. It's like, okay, guys, the RMAC's in like so-and-so weeks. We got to make sure that we're doing everything right and stuff. So it's nerve-wracking when you think about it a lot, but it's more of like, don't overthink it. Don't stress yourself. So.
Well, Maggie, good luck in the future. Congrats on being the ASCGrizzlies.com Athlete of the Week this past week, and we'll chat with you again real soon.
Thank you.